Hey everybody, it's Mike Frieder here with On-Call Compliance Solutions, and I'm back with another compliance tip of the week. And this week is going to be super special because this week we're talking about who is On-Call Compliance Solutions and why are they everywhere in the world of defense, DFARS, NIST SP 171, and CMMC. All right, so hey, if you're a defense contractor who's feeling overwhelmed, tired, and alone, trying to understand all of this DFARS, NIST SP 171, and CMMC compliance stuff on top of an already colossal workload, and you can't even pronounce CMMC, if you feel like you're drowning in the hundreds of pages of confusing legalese and hard to understand techno mumbo jumbo, or if you just need help connecting the dots for the leaders in your company between getting compliant and how it can lead to growth and higher profits, if you're like, oh my gosh, Mike, that's me, and you're screaming up, jumping up and down, and you're pointing at yourself, I've got great news. You found your home here at On-Call Compliance Solutions, where we will help you transform into your company's on-call compliance hero. You're going to want to stick around in the end on this one. This is a fun one. All right, so we're recently attending a defense-related trade show with several members of our team. We kept overhearing the same thing from fellow attendees. They say, who is On-Call Compliance Solutions, and why are they everywhere in the world of defense? DFARS, NIST SP 171, and CMMC. And it's a true story. Again, it's we're walking through the trade show halls, and everybody's kind of talking about it, various vendors and things, and our name keeps coming up. And I say, you know what, hey, fair question, and maybe, just maybe, you might even have the same question yourself, as it seems for many as though we have just suddenly burst onto the scene. True story. So, well, my friends, I think they probably thought the same thing about many famous people, but the reality is that we've actually been here the entire time, at least since 2003. I know I'm old, you can say it. So here's the really short version of that answer. And if you'd like to learn more, go check out cmmccompliancesecrets.com for more information, get to know us better, all that fun stuff. But here's the deal. We started out in 2003. I know, an overnight success like many that has been about 20 years in the making. In fact, actually, we started out in the days of this really cool thing called the Gateway Store. I know, it officially pretty much makes my company old. So if I'm really old, then the company's old, and it's all downhill from here. Anyway, the business started out as an on-site computer repair service, which quickly morphed into a cybersecurity-focused enterprise as viruses and spyware were really beginning to wreak havoc on businesses in the early 2000s. We wound up getting really, really good at cybersecurity and had a knack for keeping our clients secure. We also had a lot of nonprofit, government, and defense contractor clients in those early days. So we got to learn from our clients about the wonderful world of government contracting and specifically defense contracting, and we watched how they were able to succeed there. Pretty cool. Now, fast forward a little bit. Company's much larger. It's around 2014. We decided it was time to grow and expand. So we opened our second office in Virginia Beach, Virginia, right by Norfolk, Virginia, and about 13 of our friendliest military bases, right? Again, if you're familiar with the Norfolk area, it's pretty militaristic, right? The whole economy there is pretty military driven. So right about that time, the government was really struggling to come up with a way to standardize protections against foreign hackers. The problem just seemed to keep on growing and growing, and fortunately, so was On-Call. With our focus on cybersecurity, compliance, and managed IT services for defense contractors all across the East Coast. Now, I'll tell you that a funny thing happened to us in 2016. You see, I was having a conversation with one of our advisors along the lines of growing the business. Every month, there would be a new attack, along with a new tool available to make sure that never happened again. And then we'd have to go sell all of our clients on getting the newest, latest, greatest cybersecurity tool. And look, first couple of months, no problem, right? Clients are like, yep, we want to be protected against that, we'll buy it. But like 3-4 attacks and 3-4 months later, they're like, hey, Mike, is there an end to this stuff in sight? So after a while, this became a real challenge. Even I was beginning to wonder, what does it take to properly secure someone in this day and age? How can I sleep good at night? That's really the question, right? And apparently I wasn't the only one. The US government had funded major research projects with the National Institute of Standards and Technologies, and they had developed a standard for information security called NIST SP 171. So that standard was first made mandatory for those people who were most crucial to secure the United States defense contractors. That's probably you if you're watching this video. And we had a lot of them as clients. Because it was quickly adopted and made a legal requirement, we quickly had to learn the standard and figure out how the best possible ways to implement it with our clients. It was a huge challenge as there's a lot of generic language in it, and at that time the definitions were sometimes vague, or there were actually multiple definitions for the same thing. Multi-factor authentication is a very famous example. If you Google it, you'll get one answer. If you dive into NIST documentation, you get another answer. It's very confusing. Nonetheless, okay, we decided that given the efforts that went into developing the standard, the people behind it being our government, and that it was already mandatory for our defense clients, we kind of had 2 feet in the fire, and we decided that we would leverage NIST SP 80171 as the exact method we would use to properly secure all of our clients. And so we developed streamlined methods for implementation and evaluation, and then we applied it all to all of our clients company-wide, defense and non-defense. And believe it or not, since that time, virtually no attacks have actually succeeded. It's pretty incredible, right? I'm knocking on some wood here, but listen, I don't make this stuff up, right? Really smart people came up with this stuff. We just implement it. So next came a small surprise that we really were not expecting. As it turned out, not very many people were having an easy time understanding what in the world this thing was or how to practically implement it. So the standard is complex. It's hundreds of pages. It's 110 technical controls. It requires knowledge of a lot of different things, but we had it figured out and how to make it a reasonable lift for virtually any size company. And that was really the key. That was a tough thing for us, was figuring out how do we make this thing reasonable to consume. It was a good thing too, because word got around the defense community pretty quickly, okay? And all of a sudden, our phone began to ring from all over the world. All of a sudden, we were on the road and built many teams of consultants to help defense contractors answer the government's call to be secure using NIST SP 80171 as their roadmap. Now, there are a lot of ways to describe how we do what we do. But if you want to be honest, all right, I think the reason we have been able to help so many defense contractors, I mean hundreds and hundreds of them, and become so well known in this space is our simple, common sense approach. All right, there's a word, I'm going to call it, it's a big word, all right, it's pragmatic. Okay, we take a pragmatic approach. Pretty sure that's somewhere along the lines of common sense and reasonable and stuff like that. All right, we take a common sense approach to a few key ways that we help our clients. Okay, first, I don't nickel and dime anybody. Okay, I absolutely hate being nickel and dimed myself. All right, in my personal life, it just disgusts me when that happens. Personally, so when designing the way I wanted to work with our clients, I said everything has to be simple to understand and it's got to be flat rate. Okay, I don't want to have a second conversation about price. I want to have one conversation about price, and I know that's what they're going to pay me, and I know that they're going to be happy when they do. Second, I wanted the price to be reasonable. Yes, what we do requires a very, very high level of expertise, but we're talking about defense contractors here. I'd rather our country be safe and secure with our help than be inaccessible. Think about that for a second. I'm going to say it again. I'd rather our country be safe and secure. If you're a defense contractor, I'd rather you be safe and secure with our help than be inaccessibly expensive, okay? I don't think any business, and we have them as small as 1 person and as big as 53,000 employees, should ever have to choose between becoming compliant and doing what's legal in doing defense work and making payroll, okay? That's where I draw the line. So all of our services are very reasonably priced versus some of our competition who seek to overcomplicate this stuff. Okay, you're never going to have anything from us overcomplicated because I'm not that smart, and if I can't understand it, it doesn't fly at our company. Like it's that simple. Okay, and gouge our clients. All right, we don't ever do that stuff. All right, and believe me, I've literally looked over plenty of competitors' quotes with hundreds of hours to do things that are all done by an automated process. It disgusts me. All right. Okay, again, I'm not getting into names or anything like that. It's not important, but here's the real point. All right, some of our competition who seek to overcomplicate this stuff and gouge clients with things like mandatory long-term contracts, yuck. Variable hourly rate billing, yuck. Unexpected project fees, yuck. And all kinds of other stuff that, frankly, I just don't do it because I wouldn't want it done to me. I mean, I'll digress for a second, right? Freestyle off the script for a minute. We literally looked over a quote literally this morning. 72 hours of project management time were billed on a GCC high migration, okay? 72 hours of project management time. 0 minutes and 0 seconds are you paying for actual work to be done? You wanna know how to get your price up? I got the ways, and you know what? I don't participate in them. I think that's garbage. That's just me personally, just throwing my opinion out here. All right, third, we do it for our clients. We do it for our clients. Here's what I'll tell you. When it comes to cybersecurity, managing IT, and most importantly, the specific kind of information security compliance, we're absolute experts. I mean, borderline artisan craftsmen in this area. Nobody is better or more knowledgeable than us. Ultimately, we care, all right? We care, We get that it landed in your lap and that it's unexpected or that it's a big, heavy burden. We get that you need help with the lift. We just want to be easy to work with, and we want to do it for you, okay? We want to walk in, and at whatever level that means for you, wherever you can't handle the lift, we want to be able to come in at that level, you pay a fair price, and we take care of the lift for you so you can focus on what you do best. A great example of that is, ask me to fix a bathtub, all right, and I'm out. I don't even want to look at it. I'm calling an expert. And when I do, I don't care how they fix it, all right? I just know I shouldn't have to reinstall the tile after the plumbing repair. If they're gonna fix it, I need the whole thing fixed, or I at least want the option to have them fix it entirely without drama. You bring the tile guy, plumber, just handle it. I got a broken pipe. I don't know 15 different craftsmen no. So look, that's our mentality. Deliver options for our clients where they can do as much or as little of this themselves once they understand it and achieve a baseline of compliance. But if they just want to shift the load of compliance onto us, we're going to have solutions for that too. And that is a way different mentality than our competition, many of which really seek to nickel and dime or make you, the client, figure it out. We know you want that help and just wish this whole thing was done for you. And that's what we can deliver, all right? So you can focus on what your specialty is. So hopefully that gives you a little bit better understanding about some of the small things that make us a little bit different, especially in the world of defense contractors. We know you guys are busy. We know that you have your very specific area of expertise, right? This one's ours. And why, if you're asking about DFARS, NIST SP 171 or CMMC, the name On-Call will likely come up. We'll see you in your searches, right? Because I don't think anyone has helped more defense contractors out there than we have for a very reasonable price and with the solutions that are truly and completely done for you in a very simple way, okay? Easily put, we deliver more value for less money when it comes to compliance, cybersecurity, and managed IT services. If you're a defense contractor, let's be honest, that's what you need. So hey, at On-Call, we take defense contractors who have had this DFARS, NIST, CMMC, ITAR, and EAR information security compliance stuff dropped in their lap like a seagull on a sunny day. And we teach you how to level up and be a proper On-Call compliance hero for your company. Eliminating gaps, gray areas, and getting this solved, all while showing you how to leverage compliance as your secret weapon to land more defense work and higher profit margins. Now that's what becoming an On-Call compliance hero can do for you. If you're looking for more help getting compliant, our compliance experts are always on call for you. You can visit cmmccompliancesecrets.com or check out the bio below for links to get help right now. There you can find more information about how we can help, self-schedule time at your convenience, and discuss your issues with one of our compliance experts through any form on the website, and learn more about our completely done-for-you services that can have you on your way to being compliant in just 2 to 3 days. If you love the content we're putting out here for you, help us out with a big thumbs up on that like button, or even better, smash the subscribe button to get the latest compliance content as soon as our compliance nerds roll it out. Until the next compliance tip, my friends, stay safe and secure out there, and hit us in the comments below to let us know what you'd like to know more about when it comes to information security and compliance. I'll see you on the next one.